Alrighty, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to Returners Hideout number 303, the Headmaster's Gambit. We are back. We are here Wednesday night. Welcome, how are you doing? It is good to see everybody. We have got a lot of players, with 14 gamers this week. Everybody getting ready, testing, jamming, slamming for Nats, which is coming up faster and faster and faster. We've only got this event and then 2 more before the Final Fantasy TCG National Championships here in NA, and I can't wait to see what people are cooking tonight. Let's go ahead and jump into the rounds and see what we can see. Sorry for being a little bit late to get cooking today, guys. It's been a day. Hopefully everybody out there is having a better day than me. Alright, let's open the octagon. And let's see, what do we got? We've got Richie playing this week against Xavier. That's an interesting one. Greg versus JR. Oh, Brian versus Irving. I kind of want to watch. Table 5. Let's see what's cooking on over there, dude. Oh man, nothing that I want to waste my time talking about and ruin my stream. But I appreciate you. Alright, we're gonna go to Ice Water, which is what it looks like Irving's playing here. Let's go ahead and check this table out. Come on, where's my live? There we go. Player names. Those in a second for you. Any glaives? Brother, I don't know. I don't know if there's glaives. I mean, I highly doubt it. But I know you're always on the hunt. Oh, this is Irving. Irving was trying this out last week, I think, with the Zodiac stuff going on. So we'll pay attention to that in just a second. Let me just finish getting the names up. And then Brian, even trying the Gao backup, which is interesting. Gonna take glaives to Nat to On God? Hell yeah. Doesn't overlap with a damn thing. So this Gao is an interesting card. I've put 3 of this guy in a monster deck once just to try it, because the text just reads like it's gotta be good. But just found like, you know, not playing the other Gao was way worse. Not playing the monsters 5-drop Gao. My man's even going so deep as to play the Exo Ray. Got the old Zodiac, dude. Looks like he's gonna get witched right now. It's the Zodiac. Oh, and the Marlboro kills the Viking. Yeah. And the Viking does not get to draw on his way out, unfortunately. They finally printed the perfect Viking counter card in Opus 24. He shot his own witch with the Marlboro? Oh, so Irving used put 1 forward into the break zone, choose a forward, remove it from the game. Your opponent removes 1 card in their hand from the game. And then Brian shot his own Witch of the Fens, since Witch of the Fens targets any forward. So he chose his own Witch of the Fens by sacking the Marlboro to kill the Witch of the Fens. And then he doesn't have to remove a card from his hand from the game. It seems like a lot to do. Seems like an awful lot to do just to not lose 1 card from your hand. Oh, because my man wanted to play main match the next turn. Holy dude. Alright, at the end of each of your turns, choose a monster, put in your break zone from the field during this turn, play it on the field. So he's gonna just play the Exo Ray back on the field. Sure. My man's gonna draw a bunch of cards and then still figure out how he has to deal all this damage. My dog's got 2 cards in his hand for all that fancy card drawing. My man. He's going wide. He's got another Zodiac to play here. We sacked 2 Marlboros, man. Like, and he's just gonna play another Zodiac. All that for a single drop of draw. Yeah, I was just kind of like, I think we just got excited about Maynard and we really wanted to do it, you know? Like, I get it, we're gonna draw 2 cards. We could have not played the Maynard and we could have had more cards in our hand, though. I mean, it's you know, unfortunate. We play another Zodiac, we remove the forward, and then we remove the card in their hand from the game. And it goes right back to Irving just having the Zodiac on the table. So Zodiac is an interesting card. He comes in and he does his thing right away. But unless you have something that's like reactivating him over and over or taking advantage of his ability here, like a go-go to duplicate it or something, my man is just going to only get to do 1 thing a turn, which feels kind of fair, you know what I'm saying? Witch is back. But all she has to work with is a blue worm, dude. My man's gonna cancel Leviathan, the Witch of the Fens. An EX burst, and Irving says no effect. He's not going to take it. He doesn't want to give the card to Brian. Is there no forward that's just worth getting back? I don't know. You're only going to give him one card and you put the Witch of the Fens back in his hand? But maybe, I mean, he's just big chilling here. We're going to play Leo. We're going to draw a card. Our opponent's going to lose this forward and that card from their hand. We're probably just going to Zodiac away our Sailor Boy here. Yep, Zodiac the Leo. Remove the Witch. And then remove the card in hand from the game as well. We are overcooked, bro. Dendrobium. Damn, dude. Alright. We out here. Who and who is playing? Oh, that's a wonderful question that would have been answered if I actually remembered to transition the scene once I typed the names in. There you go. Irving Diaz is on the bottom, and Brian C is up top. We have a Quaucho Queen sighting. Guys, I get that we're not trying to show everybody our Nats stuff here, but like, what did we do? What are we up to tonight, man? We're gonna Quaucho Queen and Bablas? Dog, doesn't he have to go to the break zone? He does. So like, even if you RFG it to the Zodiac effect, you don't go get a Shiva. So many cards I've never seen. I'm an Opus 16 player. Guess what? This card has never seen any play even before Opus 16. This might even be, I mean, maybe it's like the second time, but this might be the first time that this card's ever been on the table in 303 Returners Hideout tournaments. Don't let the fact that these cards are old trick you. People do not play these cards. Victoria. People did play Layla Viking, though, that's for sure. This little draw engine here, Layla just plays the Viking onto the field from your break zone, and then you would always play the 3-drop that draws on the way in and on the way out. Zapped was not legit back in the day, brother. You guys are just Ice Copium Shiva players, but you let me know what that won ever and all. We could talk about Bablis. Layla gonna go ahead and hit the... Do I miss the Shiva days? No, dog, I don't miss the shit. Listen, brother, your guys' record mono ice against my mono water was not a positive record, okay? Let's not forget. I had no problem with light blue cards. I wish everybody would play light blue cards. When I go to Nats and they see me playing it and they ask me why I'm playing the 4CB Queen, I'm going to tell them I saw it on Snugsy's stream. Look, I'm not responsible for what these people play, okay? At least make that joke close enough for me to be able to hear it and defend myself. Leo, dude. Last time I remember seeing Queen was when the WAF aggro deck was the thing. WAF, like the fire ice deck. Opus 10? Somewhere like 8, 9, 10, somewhere in there. Octomammoth. Dude, we are gaming! Octomammoth is going to return these two cards back to our opponent's hand. Zodiac is a dark card, unfortunately, but he does have haste. Undead Princess, also a pretty good card to replay. I just don't know how Brian is gonna find 6 points of damage before he decks out. Like, where is it gonna come from? My man's gonna play Zodiac. You don't even have to do anything. I guess you can just remove all the cards in your opponent's break zone from the game for fun. And trigger the Porum. That's pretty clever. Attacking with Layla. Octomammoth is not a forward because we don't have 3 water backup stock. Yeah, man, there's Jill. Yeah, so the reason that people don't play this card is because all of the powerful parts of playing monsters that are forwards is that they are evasive, right? That most removal doesn't work on them because they're not forwards when your opponent has all of their best removal, like all their pace, like ability removal, stuff like that. It has to be instant speed interaction. But you throw all of those advantages in the trash when you play this guy because he's just a monster all the time once you're at 3+ backups. So he's effectively just a forward, like not really getting any of the benefits of being a monster. Instead, he's just, there's twice as many things, I guess not twice as many things, but he gets interacted with by both types of things all the time. Stop it! Stop zooming me all the way out to God knows where. Alright, Sergei's to freeze the Zodiac. Yeah, please stop doing this to me, sir. Please stop Sergeizing me. Do we have a third backup to play to activate our Octomammoth? Ooh, no we do not. Alright, back to Irving, who also has Ice Limit Break, and it looks like a completely unspent Limit Break deck. So, you just Victora the Sergei's away. Oh yeah, or just fuck it, dude. YOLO. Just play out all this stuff. It's crazy that the Layla Viking gamer is still 6 cards up in deck on the guy who's supposed to be looping Exo-Rays. Now, to be fair, or sorry, on the guy who's playing a monster deck, although he is looping Exo-Rays, and that's why he's 6 cards lower. But it's his damage too, right? 5 cards in damage is pretty much the difference in deck size once Irving draws for turn. The Layla Viking deck normally is the one that's going to deck out first, but we're just going burr on the other side of the table. But we're not doing anything with it. It is tricky to have lost. I wonder how many cards Irving has removed from the game with the Zodiac from hand. Well, there's 6 cards in the Bonus damage zone. 7 cards in RFG, so you gotta figure it's been probably 3 activations of this ability that have hit cards from hand. That's right, because one time we activated the ability and then we shot all of our own stuff. Alright, Leo to draw a card. The one thing that's important here is Brian literally has to develop enough forwards to deal 7 points of damage, right? He has to win. He's got very few turns left to do so, and he's gonna have to do it through a bunch of this annoying stuff. So he just needs a board. He needs forwards. Whatever shape or size they come in, we need forwards, and we need them bad. Holy, dude. Are we canceling it? Sure, man. You got it. You play the Titus. You target the Sergei's. He's gonna cancel it. Like, okay. You got it. Irving kind of waiting there to see if he's going to pay the extra 10 to bounce it back to his hand, because if he does, Irving actually gets to draw a card off of the Titus returning back to his hand. Yeah, he needs forwards. He sure does. Oh, Mateus, dude, we're just going to go ahead and dull that forward and draw a card. Yeah, we're winning this turn, man, for sure. We're going to attack with Undead Princess and see who's gonna block it, Leo or Blue Worm. If it's not blocked, we can use Zodiarc's ability on the Undead Princess. It was blocked by Leo, so now we're gonna use Undead Princess, and he's gonna... Oh no, that's right, that's just an attack with Zodiarc. Now an attack with Viking. Good game. Zodiark.deck doing it. Very cool, Irving. Alright, let's see what's going on in some of these other tables. Uh-oh. Why is this broken again, dude? Oh, man. The preview screen doesn't work. Always something, folks. Alright, switching tables. Seven and 4 are the only ones left. Oh, let's go ahead and run down the results then really fast and see what we've got. Results. Table 6 DJ took a 7-1 over Connor. A little Pennsylvania brawl, dude. We got Logan taking a 7-0 over June. Richie 7-0 over Xavier. Anthony W, Tenant L3. I assume you did 7 damage, Anthony. You gotta put the damage. Irving 7-1 over Brian. Alright, so we still got Greg and JR at table 4. That's actually probably a really good one. Let's go check that out. Oh, it looks like Kurt is typing, so table 4 is the last match. Pull it up on the screen. Looks like we're doing the Sky Pirate stuff. Put this up for you guys. Alright, so this is Greg on the bottom and JR up top. It looks like this one's we're on the edge of glory here for Greg, but it might just be a board getting wider and wider every turn here from JR. It looks like we're in the midst of figuring out this attack step from Greg. So I think the Gilgamesh died. Looks like he went to the break zone. We're attacking with the Onion Knight, defending with Ace. But the thing about the Onion Knight is he's got that cheeky ability. When he goes to the break zone, we can pay 2, play an Onion Knight, break the damaged Fran, attack with Warrior of Light, and force a bulkier trade. Do we have that 2 CP for the Onion Knight ability? Surely we're not out of Onion Knights. Oh, well, there are 2 Onion... Oh, no. Oh, my God. All 3 of them are here. 1, 2, 3 Onion Knights. Oh, that sucks. Man, that's like that's his jam, man. That is unfortunate. That is unfortunate. You hate to see it. Onion Knight is one of those cards where, like, he reads pretty strong, but his element combination at the time he came out was not a very powerful or potent element combo. Then when this element combination did take off, well, being a warrior of light in purple doesn't really do anything for you. This guy just didn't really have a home. Then comes along, I think it was Alex Hancock's Wall 7 version, but all of a sudden this Onion Knight starts popping up in Wall 7 variants, and it was a really, really cool card in that deck because it's a Warrior of Light, and it does matter in that deck. It does matter. You can hit this guy with Ferris, you can search it off of some other cards to get lightning in your discard pile. All of a sudden, everything about this guy became cool and relevant for this deck. So that's one of the things I really love about this game and the eternal design of it, right? Is that cards like this, that he was probably, like, from a design standpoint, he's a perfectly fine card to include in a set, right? Like, players aren't going to play everything every time. Like, this guy is a perfectly strong lightning water card, but he just didn't really have a home that anybody was excited to put him in when he came out. He didn't see a lot of play. And then, you know, they get this card just because it has good bones, is what we like to say. In my job, when we're trying to, like, take something and something old and make it usable again, we're like, it has good bones. It has good bones. Like a house, right? You just want to renovate it. Like, this Onion Knight got a renovation, dude. He basically gets a second chance to come back and show us what he's made of. And it turns out, not only is he doing well in this deck, but he's an all-star performer here. In fact, in that very turn right there, had we actually had one left, and we may have even used all 3 of them to his own ability, getting a lot of mileage off the first Onion Knight flip in that case. But had we had another Onion Knight there to play, well, there would be nothing on this board, and it would be a very interesting position. But we did use all 3 Onion Knights, so no sense in thinking about what the world would look like if we didn't. Here we are. We have 1 backup in play, but 5 cards in hand. It is all the opponent's turn too, so when we get back to Greg's hand, he's going to have a full grip. So it's actually pretty interesting that he was able to navigate through that turn and trade so many pieces out without seemingly really even playing anything that turn. Still 5 cards in hand, and his backup standing ready. So when it gets to his turn, he'll have 7 in hand. That's more than enough for a Warrior of Light. We play a Wall 7, you know, 3, you know, tap, pitch, Wall 7. We're going to still have 3 in the grip. That's not bad for holding on to potential wall specials. Plus, we're going to get to, of course, flip those lovely top 5 cards and see what we can see. No Snugs cam again? Oh, no, not today. I'm sorry, folks. I'm having a particularly bad day today. So we're just gonna chill. I almost canceled stream tonight, which is not something I normally do, but yeah, just one of those kinds of days. But I thought maybe this would actually just be doing this normal thing we do and hanging out with you guys and talking about the game and watching this would just be therapeutic, if anything. But we are not on cam today. We're a mess today. Instead, you get this wonderfully crafted Final Fantasy VI portrait style pixelization of a sketch somebody made of me. And hopefully you can look at this beautiful pixel art and you can hear my voice and you can imagine that we're just hanging out. I'm right there with you. It's all good, man. It happens, you know? It happens. They can't all be good days. If we had only good days, how would we ever appreciate the really good ones? Well, we got Ifrit coming down, and he is a pricey little boy here, and we actually might be able to use Ash's ability to kind of just get people out of the muck and mire here. Oh, but we do have the Ifrit. Is that the S that we've activated here? It sure looks like we have activated Spitflare. It doesn't show up in my chat log. Primed into Ifrit. It shows him orange. Maybe he didn't use the S ability. They don't turn orange when they use Prime in Octagon, do they? I don't think I've ever noticed that before. Usually the orange border is that they declared their S ability, right? You know what I could do for you guys? I could put the... does the Vanadil cam being in the top more exciting? I could give you the Vanadil cam. Alright, what do we got going on here? We're going to, so we're Victoriaing, it looks like, to finish the job on the Balthier. So we had the enter the field ability of the Ifrit on it, and then we're going to hit it with the Victoria, and we're going to say, I know that Ash can't reduce 1700 damage. I think that was just him priming and being highlighted orange. It's really annoying. But we've got this Ifrit now. Now, the Final Fantasy 12 deck, man, any other deck, and they would have no board right now, but the Final Fantasy 12 deck, that ability from Ash to reduce the damage to forwards just by tapping 12 characters. We had the Yot backup up and the Balthier itself. So we're able to do a pretty significant reduction there, leave the Ash up as a blocker so that the Ifrit can't come through. So we have to finish, you know, the damage on the Balthier with the Victoria. Because what we can do, we still have the Ash up, and she's a 9k. You can dull her and choose herself. So the Ifrit attacks, we block with Ash, and then we dull Ash to herself, and then the Ash would just be there. Ifrit would be sideways for no reason, and you know, we'd be in the same spot as we are right now. Right, I'll make you a promise. I'll have the camera back next week, okay? That's just for you, I promise. I'm in the same spot as last week where I still haven't set it back up. I still haven't hooked the camera stuff back up since I took everything apart for the stream for Raleigh. I thought, dude, this was so funny. Sam Prime comes up at the end of the event to basically be like, oh, thanks for another well-run event. Always enjoy the events at the, you know, just very nice stuff he was saying. And he sees all of us going crazy, packing up, because at the end of the event, my boys know, dude. The stream crew, the people who stay with me know that we're all going to work together. We're going to break it down, and it's going to happen so much faster. So they all have their own jobs, dude. One guy's a cables guy. One guy's a you know, neatly pack everything in the bags guy. One guy's like a take care of the monitors guy. You know, so I got all my dudes breaking everything down, and he comes over, he sees us breaking everything down, and he goes, "You guys don't. This is like the store's stuff, right? Like you're cleaning it up." And I'm like, "No, man, this is all my stuff." He's like, "Wait, no, but the computer is the store's thing." I'm like, "No, man, this is my computer." Like, I bring my whole desktop computer, I bring my entire stream setup from home to the store and set it all up at the store to do that for those events, so that we can have, you know, a nice stream for you guys. So it's funny, like, "Oh, surely this is the store's stuff." I'm like, nope, the only thing the store gives me is a corner to set up in and a hard line Ethernet hanging down from the ceiling. No rush, I'll see you in real life in 2 weeks. That's true, brother, that's true. We'll have the cam back next week. I'll see you in real life in 2 weeks. It's gonna be a good time. I'm gonna see so many of you guys. Am I ready for Nats? Of course. Born ready. Oh, dude, look. You know, you throw the streams up on YouTube, you throw a new type of bait in the water, and you just never know what kind of fish are gonna bite, dude. We've got Chris Adams coming in with the hot commentary off the YouTube side. Man, if he had a Sky Pirate in hand when Balthier was alive, he could have gotten out of that Ifrit Victoria turn easy. But we seem okay here. Balthier is the most important card in this match. I don't know. I think the Balthier is important, but I think if you're playing so Balthier is the most important card in the matchup, right? If you're just thinking about what the FF7, or not the FF7, sorry, the Wall 7 deck does to win, which is Zeromus and Gilgamesh, right? But since his opponent's he's so low here, and he had those Ifrit's turns, I think when the Ifrit stuff is what's happening, like when that side of the deck is showing its face, Ash quickly becomes the most important card. So it's interesting, like, yes, definitely in the entire matchup, Balthier is really powerful. In this situation, like, him losing the Balthier over the Ash is actually not nearly as bad, since the Ash at least still prevents that, you know, that Ifrit stuff that was going on. But now we've cleaned up the Ifrit, so now we're right back to wishing that we had that Balthier on the table, right? Because we're at damage 6, and boy, we need to be able to stop him from just scooting our booty and sniping that last point of damage. But Ash was certainly like a really pivotal card for that turn to prevent the effectiveness of Ifrit, which is right now a card that's seeing a lot of play and generally is really hard to prevent the effectiveness of. Like, it's very rare that Ifrit doesn't just take 2 guys with him, whether it's an attack, you know, enter and a block or what. In almost any other matchup, 2 forwards on the board and Ifrit sitting there, you're looking at a board wipe, if not good game, you know. But thankfully Ash is able to make it really weird for him, where not only does he have to use 2 pieces of removal to get 1 guy, but then the Ifrit can also be favorably blocked. Like, it's just so awkward. Yuna! Oh, baby. Oh, man. Alright, well. That's sure gonna make, that's gonna make attacking for lethal a little annoying. Yeah, speaking of pumping the brakes, man. Yeah, Yuna is a professional brake pumper. Chris goes, God, I love this deck. Yeah, the Sky Pirate deck is very fun. Is that a Yuna? Yeah, it sure is, dude. She's found her way into the Sky Pirates deck mostly because of the powerful synergy with Balthier. So if you don't know Balthier, where's my boy? Where's my boy? We'll find him. There he is. When Balthier or a wind character enters your field, choosing forward opponent controls deal at 3,000 damage. And then discard a job Sky Pirate, so this is the part that synergizes with her. Well, obviously activate all the characters you control. You can only use the ability once a turn, but still very strong. Oh, don't worry, Chris, the leading man is back. Balthier entering the table with a flash, doing a little 3k action to the Victoria, but we're not even going to kill it, we're just going to let her ride. The fact that we have the Balthier is, if we have the old, whatchamacallit in our hand, then, if we have a Sky Pirate in our hand, these guys are in trouble. So, I mean, but I think that this is probably still a little... It's getting out of hand here for Warrior Light. It's still possible for them to take this one here, but it is definitely getting a little sussy. Alright, oh, well, that's a great way to force a Balthier. We're gonna try to tax this with Yuna. We might even get the card out of hand and then still, oh man, you know what the interesting thing about this is? He's only got the one card in hand, and you can only use Balthier the one time. So we can tax this, and this being the dull freeze everybody but the Emperor, right? Then it's like, pay one, pitch one from hand, pitch a Sky Pirate, reactivate the guys. Okay, we've gotten that out of his hand, we swept it. We have 3 cards left in hand. We can pay from hand 2 more times and actually just still get through it. I mean, like, I'm pretty sure targeting the Emperor for damage on your 3-drops, having a guy left to play from hand, and being able to go pitch 1 for 1 tax, 2 for 2 tax, 3 tax, 4 tax, and then he still has a 4-drop. So he has 4 cards in his hand. So we can pitch 3 of them for 1 CP taxes 3 times, plus use this backup once. So that's 1, 2, reactivate, 3, 4. And then we still can play a 3-drop from hand. 6k this guy. So he's gonna have to use all of his guys to prevent damage done to the Emperor. But he can't do that and try to attack. So it'll be a fun little stack chicken game here. I think we're just starting with trying to tax it, which makes sense. And he's gonna pay 1. Okay, now we continue down this path logically. You make him discard a card from hand if you have a Sky Pirate. If not, you stop right here, right? Greg telling him, oh, he disconnected from the call. And these guys know they're on turns here. This is a really tricky back and forth here. So he's gonna let the Axstar resolve. So because he can still reactivate the guys post the freeze. So then we play this Gilgamesh off of the Axstar, really strong. If we had anything to play, it was already good. But having this to play specifically, very good. And I assume we used Ash for a -3 on the guy before that happened. No, we didn't. We let the full 6 ride on him. I mean, I know that he's +2 from the Ash, but we should dull the Ash if she's gonna get dull frozen to at least -2 on the guy that we know had been targeted from, because he has to declare the target, right, to stack Axstar's ability. Brother, what is this coaching? I was like, Anthony, don't coach this guy. And he's like, that was damage 7. And I'm like, oh yeah, never mind, lol. Oh my god. Anthony even tells him he could have used Viera to see what the next card was, to see if it was a Sky Pirate if he didn't have one in his hand. And Anthony tells him he should have used Viera. He goes, yeah, you're right. He looks at the Viera and goes, let's see what the next card would have been. And it was a fucking Kites, dude. This is why we practice. Alright, we are going into literally what we're here for. Yay. Alright, carrying the next round. Carrying the next round, and I killed a scorpion while we were AFK because I was bored. Not AFK, but waiting. And you know I'm going to kill this crawler up here. Alright. The pairings are going up for the next round. Good. That's happening. This is 7-0. And that was 7-0 as well. No dorps. Next round. Alright, we go zoop. And then we go here. And we say players. Pairings are up for round 2. Time will begin at 8:05. And will be called at 8:45. Players may begin when ready. Alright. And this crawler is dead. Oh my god, guys. We're crushing it. He didn't give me anything, though. Not a damn thing. Chakra. Let's see, do we own this region? We do not. Means I should put on my hairpin. And get a free HP region. Alright. Looks like we've got everybody splitting into the lobbies. Let's pick the game that we're gonna watch this round. We already watched, we watched Irving round 1. We've got Logan Palmer versus Anthony. That's a fun one. Let's watch table 2. Oh, DJ versus Richie is pretty hype too, table 3. I don't know. I mean, I love Greg versus Irving too, but we just watched a little bit of both of them. So I think I gotta go table 2 first, Logan and Anthony. And we'll see where the night takes us, if that's a quick one. I killed a scorpion today too. That's wild, but like real life, I can't even imagine seeing a real life scorpion. We're basically twins. We both killed very similar scorpions. To me, all scorpions are fantasy scorpions. Oh my god, we got the scorpion emoji. Fought a Scorpio today. That's great. I love that, Irving. I'm here for that. Alright, table 2 is up. So am I. I'm up for watching this game. Triplets. We're triplets, guys. Anybody else want to join our family? I guess we're all born at the same time. It's part of the bond we share. Brett says from YouTube, I feel like real life scorpions are so much smaller than you would think, which kind of makes me more scared of them. Yeah, because it's funny because you, in your mind, you probably don't think they're any less like painful or like scary, but now they're just harder to see. Is the scorpion in the room with us right now? All right, here we go. We've got the game. Let's get the names on the screen because the game's on the screen. We'll get Anthony on the bottom here. Oh, was Anthony, did we? No, they're both playing it. Okay. They're both playing Sky Pirates. We got Larsa and Philo adding dual color Tifa to our hand. Dog, this Tifa is such a... I've tried so many times to pretend with Copium that that's not a bad card. The only time in my life I've ever liked that card at all is when I've played it in the cube, because in the cube you can use the S ability. Alright, we're gonna take the Yote off the top there, probably play it, go get ourselves a Fram pretty quickly. No, actually, oh sorry, we only have 2 cards in hand, so no, we will not be doing that. But we do have our Bosch online and doing his thing. Lacking an Earth source for the Fran unless we draw one to hand. Actually, I don't know what that last card in hand was. But we're going to need to go find the Fran and then find an Earth card too. On the other side of the table, we've got, well, it's the Cindy, which is pretty indicative that this is going to be, yes, the Arden Verstale deck, so this is very cool to see as well. We are going to play the Arden, we're going to snap off the Cindy and the Thornton, and we're going to do that thing, man. We're going to draw the card from Thornton, and then we're going to play 2 characters other than Arden. So we're going to hit Sephiroth off of it, dude. Holy shit! And take the Carpenter and the Yote out of Anthony's hand. And then Ignis, of course, he's not doing a damn thing. He would have triggered twice if we had him out before Arden, but you know what? Sure. I'll take the 9k and the 8k and then make my opponent sack 2 cards. We're going to take the Mirren here. It looks like we're thinking about it, Mirren versus Fran. It's tough to put a second Fran to the bottom of the deck, which is the reason I think he might elect for the Fran. But the Mirren is such a really easy curve here where he can just play it off the 2 backups. So I think he's pushing himself to like, this is the most efficient play, but it's really tough to see a second Fran go. Maybe, you know, you've got ways to find it. You've already played one Larsa, which is a searcher, but you could potentially play play another Yote, you know, other than the one that you put on the in the discard here. Oh, we had one in hand. Oh, we're playing Vieira. Okay. I guess, yeah, because he still wouldn't really have the Earth to play it. He's not eager to go find it. But I'm surprised if we had the second Yote to discard that we didn't just play that off the 2 and then play the Mirren and activate. But we'll see. He's not a dummy. He knows what he's doing. Plays the Vieira, which could be really good for him, or it could just be, you know, pretty mid. Don't know what he was digging for that turn, but now we play the Mirren. We don't have a Fran or Yote to activate. We will grab the Kites back up here and put Gabranth and Vaughn in the... Oh, sorry. That's right. They're not. He's not putting the stuff on the bottom of the deck. He's putting it in the break zone. Yes. Ash is going to get here. Nice. Probably the card we either drew for turn or took it off of the Vieira, but that one feels good. We're going to play the Ash. And since we did, what did we activate her for? Bosch and Ash, now we're big dicking, yeah. They're out here, dude. Did I miss something? Why does this activate? He played it this turn, and then he played the Ash? It doesn't activate itself. Hey, how many people in chat are going to Nats and it's their first time? How many people are going to Nats for the first time? I feel like there's a lot of people this year who were grinded and playing competitively that weren't around last year. I'm just curious. We got Fina. Oh, finally. Fina. I dropped the glaives and I qualified, dude. That's all you need to do, man. Not qualified for the first time. Brett, that's sick. That's awesome. Drop the glaives on him. Dude, you got Mr. Chris Adams watching on the YouTube side of things. You know that he's a glaive enjoyer. Glaive master. We still patiently await the arrival of Dave. But when Dave the Glaive finally gets here, man, oh boy, the reckoning. We have a judge call in the Discord. Thank you so much, Kurt, for the heads up. Can Titan attack when priming? What do you mean when priming? Oh. Yeah. Alright, so I got him an answer there. Kurt, I don't know if that's in your game. I forgot to tag him with my reply, but I'm sure he'll be looking at the channel for his answer. None of these random ice glaives? Hey man, who knows? We need Dave the Glaive, that's right, we do. Let me say I would have played this season if Pirates was around a set earlier. Instead, I played myself like a goof. Brother, look, there was no stopping you from riding in that the paddy wagon with your paddy shotgun, okay? You were living your best life. And destined for Tanners. So I did not mean to give you guys 2 Pirates games in a row, although I know Chris is enjoying it. But we did have 2 different people jamming it this week. Dude, we got Levi in chat, brother. Oh, what a wonderful side effect of the YouTube stream. Levi, I want to let you know, Levi, that I saw that you signed up for, I think it was the LCQ, and I literally sent a screenshot to Chris. I was like, our boy's gonna be there. Oh my god, Ultimisha from the top rope for the full dull freeze. We gotta snap the ish off on this one, right? Oh, the Fina, that'll do it. Yeah. Use the Fina. We're just gonna go ahead and cancel the second ability there. None of that nonsense. Leo! Leon! Oh my goodness. I know it's not Resident Evil, but thinking of Leo and saying Leon made me think of Resident Evil, which made me think of Metal Gear Solid. Anybody out there been Snake Eaten? Oh man, what a joy it was to play through that game again. They did a really, really good job with that remake. No Whispers of the Planet bullshit, dude. Just a really, really good remake. The incredible lack of overlap with anything makes it worth considering. Yeah, dude, there's no pirates in anything else, right? I guess maybe like Yuna these days is not in as many decks, but people may be trying to just throw her in one-ofs and stuff. I mean, and then there's some Earth stuff, right? So like, there's some Coup Siths, some of your Limit Break if you're interested in Earth or Wind, but overall, pretty safe. If this is your kind of thing, you know. Dude, this is we've got a lot going on the other side of the table as well. Both. Oh boy, well, you hate to see it. You finally decide, you know what, this turn I'm attacking. We're converting. And then you, on your first attack, Bosch bravely comes in for a ding. Give your opponent anything. EX burst. What do we do here, right? So the Arden's already in play. Oh, we get a Verstil, of course. I was like, maybe you get a Sephiroth for the Shadow Flare. Sitting there. Hero EX. Another one. Another one. Imagine if you had two Sephiroths. Yeah, I mean, it's starting to get a little bit out of hand here because this deck throws a lot of guys on the table, and it can dull freeze a lot of guys and that kind of stuff, but it's not really removing threats, just like point, click, remove, right? And we've got a lot of things that are really annoying that are really working well in synergy here together. Bosch is giving everybody Brave to freely attack while keeping everybody available for Yuna. Ash is giving everybody this wonderful 2k Lord effect, which is really pushing these cards into a place where they are just so big. Like the two from the Bosch and the two from the Ash, now Yuna and Pinello attacking this Brave 9ks, like, oh, chef's kiss. What do you do here as this Arden deck? I mean, you just go again, right? But if you do go again... yeah, we're just gonna start taxing this stuff with Yuna. This is what I was just about to say. If you do go again, my man just goes tax, 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 and then Goose with the Ashtola here, dude. It's a little duck, duck, fuck situation. Oh, Levi, brother, we miss you as well. Yeah, and so we're gonna do all the taxing, get all the cards out of his hand, and then after all that, give him the duck duck goose, dude. Ishtola is going to see her way to the break zone and just stop all that nonsense from happening. This is surely game here. We're actually playing a card, discarding 3 cards. Fran included probably for Big V. Oh no, for Noctis actually. A Vajradhara Wu would do it, but we're gonna get Noctis for Athena. I mean, sure. Bosch. Pump everyone up. Oh, we're just gonna crack the Mirror to kill the Ultimisha. Combat. Attacking with the Bosch. The Ash. And that's it. Good game. Alright. Well, we are switching tables. And while we're at it, let's go kill a Scorpion, dude. Looking mighty punchable. Is this the same size as the one that you fought, Rainy? Probably. Probably felt as big. Alright. Let's find another game here. Plenty of tables are still cooking. Table 3 is one that we said we were also interested in. That's Richie and DJ, so let's go there. Looks like they're still playing. Alright, here we've got Richie up top playing. It looks like the deck from the Euro Materia Cup last weekend. And then on the bottom, of course, this is Knights. Good old Knights. It does look like, oh maybe, yeah, no, this is definitely that deck. That's got the Warriors lean to it, but it's doing the Phoenix stuff, the Annabella, the Jill, the Clive. Really, really heavy on priming, warping, all that, or not warping, sorry, priming and Final Fantasy 16 and all that stuff. We got the Knights fans in chat. Woo, Knights. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and clean up that Laswell here and his Victora. Man, if Richie's board isn't looking dominant. Okay, we've got the Twitch chat versus YouTube chat, dude. Twitch chat is saying they like Warriors. Am I correct in thinking Square has not emailed Nats players yet? Correct, they have not. At least I don't have one. I have not been emailed. I like Wall 7. There you go. I will. Yeah, I bet you do. Look, some of us are creatures of habit, dude. Chad knows what I like. Chad knows that freaky shit I'm into, dude. Yeah, the Glaives, exactly, yeah. That's my tribe, you know me. Richie saying he got greedy. He should have removed his own Ifrit, like, so that he could use the S abilities with Clive. But instead, he probably removed some Ramza targets on his opponent and then figured he'd draw into some good stuff. He's saying this game is crazy. Yeah, actually, let me drag this up a little bit so you guys can see the hand size. Richie's still got 2 cards in hand, but DJ's got it all on the table. He is attacking here through the board, not holding for the Ram's ability, which I think he has to do. I mean, he's got to try to remove forwards by attacking this turn, right? The Krill is a 12k. Oh, because the Beatrix has pumped everybody to the moon. He's just gonna die on the crackback here, though, right? We shouldn't have attacked. I get the idea, but because now we're at that spot, right, where we attack with the 10k, we trade the Victoria and still die. Because then we attack with our 8k Beatrix, he blocks with Yuzuki and they bounce off each other because Yuzuki takes 2k less damage. He has no way to finish it off. Everything's sideways. These 4 things turn in GG. Unfortunately, I don't think we quite had... We didn't have the cards. We didn't have the cards. We just don't have the cards. The Murray Nash loves Sky Pirates, that's right. Oh my god, the DJ Hayes coming in the chat, dude. Now my man DJ, he's just throwing this fucking aggregate so that he's going whatever, dude. He does it exactly like we said. Trades with the Victoria. Now he's realizing, shit. Right? Passes turn, leaves the Beatrix up. Beatrix is gonna get cooked really, really quick here. We're going right for the full Ifrit, dude. The full Gamut. Attacking with Ifrit first. Cooking the Ramza. Oh, killing the Corolla. Okay, yeah. Leave the Ramza out, sure, why not? He's got no cards in hand. I figured the Ramza's the one he can't... Well, he can't replay either of them, but if he gets, like, a Garland here, he can't replay the Ramza. Nobody's dead. My man's dead. Good game. Alright, Richie getting that one with primes. Oh, we're in the canyon, dude. Let's just punch some results in for you guys while we're switching here. So, what do we got? What do we got? Oh, chat. I was just switching tabs around and I saw the movie that I was watching. Dude, you know what movie I never have watched that I just watched? I watched Nobody with Bob Odenkirk in it as like the main character. It's basically just like a John Wick movie. And I'm here for it. It was very good. I watched it because I heard Nobody 2 came out, but I was like, I never even heard of this first movie. So now I gotta go watch Nobody 2. But it was great. I can't believe that I missed that one. Alright, we got Greg 7-0 over Irving. Oh no. Table 2, Anthony 7-1 over Logan. Table 3, we just had Richie take that one, 7-6. It was close, 7-6 over DJ. Table 5, Connor 7-0 over June. Table 7, Brian 7-1 over Joe. Looks like table 6 and table 4 are still cooking. Let's go to table 4. I don't believe we've seen either of these players yet, Kurt or Tennant. With primes, like a Twitch prime, brother. Maybe that you don't get any special abilities when you prime on Twitch. I don't think. You definitely can't build a whole deck around it. Alright. Well, they're not quite the Glaives, but they're maybe like the Glaives cousins. We've got Dragoons here. And you love to see it, dude. We've got Dragoons versus what looks like a mono Earth deck. Dragoons do fight with the glaives, so it checks out. So like Aranea is in here. She's like adjacent, glaive adjacent. Chris says the dime store glaives. There's glaives with sticks. Yeah, what game was that? Maybe Hearthstone? People used to always just say it's whatever on a stick. Whenever it was like something on a body. I remember that being like game terminology I was using a bunch at some point in my life. That's damage 7 for the Goon Squad, dude. The Goon Squad. Dude, there's another all-time movie, fucking Space Jam. Alright. Table 6. Shatter my immersion. Mono Earth. Proper, again. Mono Earth here. Versus the Sky Pirate deck that we saw last round. Not this round. Does look like this one might be going Mono Earth's way. Man, kites. Coming in looking for a wind card. Finding one. Oh, I mean, I think you just take the Carpenter even though you're not going to activate anybody. Oh, we did take the Bond. Activate 2 backups, sure. Why not just Windmill Slam the Carpenter? Oh, I mean, I guess because we're dead. I mean, I'm literally just looking at like that play in a vacuum. I'm like, man, you could just develop a free backup here. No, actually, how about the game is over and my man's about to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fists to the face, and he only has an Ash to block, and maybe my man desperately needs anything and has nothing at all. My bad. Sorry, there's not a whole lot to talk about here. I mean, we're pretty fucked. I don't think there's any EXs in this deck that get you out of a sticky situation like this. We're not going to be tapping all these forts anytime soon. We're not going to be super blocking with this Ash anytime soon. We're just going to be... I mean, I guess she is going to get the block 2 thing. No, she's going to get the block 1 thing. She's going to block the Ingus. And then Warrior Light's going to be like, cool, attack, hold priority, tap, ping. Yeah, that's exactly it. Attack, and by the way, while I'm at it, I'll ping the Ash. I'll tap the Ash so she doesn't take... whatever, no, she's still dead. Oh boy, yep, and that's gonna be that here. So let's go ahead and just get this next round pairing, huh? Alright. That's gonna be 7 from Xavier and 2 from JR. Alright. I've got some drops here, I know. I have 3 drops. I have Logan, June, Logan, June, and Joe. Logan, June, and Joe. Logan, boop. June, boop. And Joe, boop. Alright. Matches. What am I looking at here? I do have 4 undefeated players, which means we are going to have a tiebreaker round no matter what. So just a heads up to the viewers at home. Alright, we'll definitely be going to table 1 here though. And we'll see what Richie's up to. Alright. Oh no, he's up to that prime deck. Yeah, that's right. We do know what he's up to. Maybe we should... Oh, Kurt's playing Dragoons. Alright guys, what do you want to watch? Do you want to watch Sky Pirates versus Dragoons? Or do you want to watch 16 prime stuff versus Wall 7? Alright, Sky Pirates versus Dragoons is the result I see, and so it shall be. To table 3 we go. Alright. Oh. Everybody adjust your tuchus in your seat. Actually, you know what? Guys, I'm declaring a quick drink break. Everybody go refresh. My drink is empty. I'm going to crush this can. We're going to go get another drink. Everybody, quick, refresh a drink. We'll crack one together. We'll have a little simul sippa, and we'll get ready for round 3 and 4, all right? While the players get into their tables. I'll be right back. Get yourself a bevy. Oh no, I'm so sorry. I halfway opened it away from the thing, but I'll finish opening it in front of you guys. There you go. I'm sorry you don't get the satisfaction of the hiss crack. But I was so excited to sip that I just started cracking. Alright. I've got here my drink. I hope that you have acquired a beverage of your own. We'll enjoy the simultaneous sip. We're going to take a nice refreshing sipper in 3, 2, 1. We're sipping on that orange cream Coke Zero, dude. I don't know what fucking wizardry they got going on over there. Actually, I do. I know exactly what they're doing. They're taking the best results from the Coke remix machine and they're throwing that shit in a can and they're selling it to you. And guess what? I'm here for it. That's market research, man. All right. Table 1, no. Table 2, Sky Pirates versus Dragoons was what the people asked for, and that is what the people shall receive. I think really people just think, oh sorry, I flipped to my special thanks screen for a hot second. We'll get to it there later. But don't forget, guys, that we have that code for 10% off the Phoenix Cave if you want your awesome Final Fantasy 6, 7, 5 stickers. Alright, so here we are, we're in round 3. This is Dragoons and Sky Pirates. Anthony is on the bottom playing Sky Pirates, and Kurt is at the top playing Dragoons. Let's go ahead and put the names in here. This is going to be... Anthony already loaded up on the left for us there. And then Kurt on the right. Alright. We're playing my man Richter, dude. This guy's a good card in any purple deck, although there just aren't very many purple decks. However, Rhea is here. We're gonna go ahead and scoop our girl. Now this is the Dragoon that when you play it, you reveal Dragoons from your hand, and if you reveal 4 or more, you break a forward. Oh, Ricardo Sanchez was always a 2-of in any of your glaive decks, of course. I'd like to imagine he's Ricardo on the Spanish card. I only have Spanish Opus 11 cards. I got the Pictomancia for Realm. I still love Sahagin Hefe, dude. He's the boss. Sahagin Hefe, dude. He's the king, man. He's the boss. He's not the chief, he's the fucking boss, dude. It makes it sound like they're like a mob instead of like a tribe. And I love that so much. Hydrate from Muhammad. Muhammad, guess what? The water is full. Otherwise that would have sounded way more echoey and not just weird. So I've got a big old thing of it right here and I will be hydrating. Thank you, Muhammad. He heard me say I'm drinking this Coke Zero and he's like, that doesn't count. I will be drinking some big gulps of my water here. Thank you, sir. It was much more healthy for me. You know why I appreciate the hydrates? Because yeah, the hydrates make me drink this big water that I fill up probably because I'm going to drink it anyway. But there are many times where I don't have my big water filled. And you guys say hydrate and it makes me actually go fill this thing with water. So jokes aside, actually direct health benefits for me. Thank you. The Sahefe chief. He's just both, dude. Did we let Anthony play that Ash for 2 off 2 backups? We are well past it now. Maybe. Let's investigate, dude. Let's let's pull up the record. Yeah, my man sure did play Ash. Your Honor, Exhibit A. gonna tell him. I'm giving him a warning, dude. I guess it kind of feels shitty to be Kurt and have me be like, hey man, we know for sure that you didn't pay enough for this, but we're well past it, so like, warning. But like, Kurt could have told him too. Kurt also should have been paying attention and catching it. But I'll tell you guys, this is why I understand why people do it, but right click play for free is a nasty habit. It's a dirty habit, dude. I don't know if the Ashes discount even applies if you have the 3 guys, so you probably always have. Maybe you always have to play her for free, even when you have the right amount of characters. However, yeah, you gotta watch that one, dude. Chris Adams, the fucking eagle eye, is like, sir, that is not a Bosch. A judge ping. I just saw that as you said it. Thank you. Can Onion Knight's break a damage forward ability be used to break a forward damaged by Ferris's 1k ping if they entered at the same time off wall 7? You mean the Onion Knight and the Ferris entered at the same time off of wall 7? So here's why the answer to that is no, and I'll type this up for you, but I know that you're in chat listening. I'm pretty sure, and I'm gonna read it, but I'm pretty sure that Onion Knight says target a damage forward. You're right, brother. So I said it out loud here, and then I read the card, which is why, and you guys will know I always say this. I always fucking say this. And here, look at me. I didn't read the card, and I typed the thing, and I regretted it immediately. Always, no matter how well you think you know a card, always read the card before you answer a judge question. And I did, technically, I do remember even saying I have to read the card, but I'm pretty sure. And that's why I looked up the card. So Onion Knight does actually say when he enters the field, select one of the 2 following actions. You don't have to, you don't select it until that ability resolves. So you can put Ferris first and deal them damage. And then Onion Knight resolves, and then you select, choose the damage forward. Make sense? I shouldn't be telling you how to stack those abilities to make it work. I answered that poorly as a judge. I should have just been telling you exactly how the things worked. I should have said... So I tried to start wording it that way, but I should have said if you stack them in whatever order you want, but you don't have to select Onion Knight's mode until this ability resolves, and then when you do select that mode, if there are no damaged forwards on the field, then it does not go on the stack, but if there are damaged forwards, then it does. So that one's a little weird and different. Good question. Also, reminder to everybody, including myself, in my hubris, I answered the question too fast before I finished opening the card on Materia Hunter. And always, 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 always read the card before you make the ruling. No matter what, just read it. Doesn't hurt, can't hurt. Read the card. RTFC. It's the only thing I ever redeem, and I've got 37,000 points. So enjoy your water, my brother. Thanks, Muhammad. I don't really have many crazy creative things for you guys to redeem on there, but like, I don't know, that's not really what like it's about. If you guys think that I'm always open to suggestions, okay? I also have the complete and total authority to ignore any and all of your suggestions. But if there's stuff that you guys think would be fun or interesting, that's not an insane amount of work for me to do, that you could spend your channel points on, I'm happy to add some more options that people would enjoy. Because people don't take me up on the few I do have there, even the ones that I think are pretty interesting. Add a glaive off option? And what exactly is that? What's a glaive off, dude? Is that where I compel 2 people to play glaives against each other? Is that where we vote until there's only 1 glaive remaining for who the hottest glaive is? What is a glaive off? How am I gonna make 2 people play glaives, bro? I'm not building them a list. You can already glaive off against me if you just pay for the gunslinger option and you play glaives. Alright, Cloud's just gonna send Fran packing. He says, get out of here. Get out of here, you dumb broad. He's got a little Joey Wheeler thing going on for some reason. Maybe it's his hair. Leo's gonna come in off of the Philo. Nice little neutral play from our boy here. Our young lad, our squire. And then Ash is gonna come off the top, giving everybody a little pump goose. Ace, turning sideways for 10k, revealing the top card of the deck when you know it, not wind. It is, of course, going to stay on the top card of the deck. It is just a Bosch. Dragoon to damage. Oh, our Yuna went to damage. Functionally banned. RNA EX gets a free card. Reveal the top card of our deck if it's lightning when you know it. Of course it is. Add that to our hand. So Dragoons right now they don't have their engine, right? So there's no Alice. We're not getting that free card every turn. When we're not getting that free card every turn, we need to have the really, really precise sequencing of like backups into payoff forwards. And unfortunately, there's not a lot of different things in the colors that can help you find those parts in the right order or any really redundant effects. So we're finally getting to an Alice, thankfully. Which is well overdue. It does hit a Freya, which is one of those payoff cards. However, we do have, if we don't do Freya now, which I think we have to for a couple reasons, we actually just get obliterated by the Ash's ability to just reduce damage when we actually try to convert with Cherry Blossom or anything like that. So we've got the Freya in here, we've got 3 cards in hand. Unfortunately, Freya's expensive, and we're not going to be able to do her S and play her, regardless of which Freya we have in our hand, but we kind of need to, because we're like dead. We can play this and then attack, and it'll do 8k to something, but the Ash can reduce the damage by 2, so it has to be the Leo, unfortunately. But I mean, like, lethal is staring us in the face if we don't do it, right? I get that we don't want to do it, but do we have a choice? Do we have a choice? Do we have the luxury of an option? It's too funny. My man. Oh boy. All right, we're digging into the LB, dude. Balthier are gonna untap a couple backies. And we're doing all these things. We're playing him, we're untapping these Sky Pirate backups because the Sky Pirate other than Vaughn entered the field. Then we're pinging because he entered the field for 3 to Kane. Now we're looking at other things we might be able to play this turn. pitch and kites. Yep, that's gonna be another 3K ping to our boy Kane. And we've revealed, wouldn't you know it, dude? What a god. The kites reveals the free Carpenter, flanked by 2 Kusiths. And then he just escorted to the field by 2 Kusiths. Drops the Carpenter for free and gets the finish on the Kane. Probably had like the Pinello or some 2CP thing in his hand that he was fishing for a green card to play to polish it off, or could have pitched both of them to play as a name from Limit Break or something. But getting the free backup is really just the fucking chef's kiss. I mean, pretty good chance to hit it if you know that it's still in the deck and you're sitting there with only 10 cards left, right? Alright, Dragoons, here we go. This is it. It's time. Wow, okay. We add RNA to hand, and she is at damage 6, which is kind of funny. This is the Legend RNA from Opus 11. And she gives, with damage 6, she's got... well, you get to play a lightning forward to 2 or less from the break zone onto the field, and everybody gets haste, which is kind of wild. I'm assuming though Anthony has, like I said, he probably was gonna play that Pinella that turn or whatever. He likely has a Sky Pirate in his hand. I know one of them is his Yote he added to his hand with Ace. But if that last card in hand was a Pinella that he meant to play, if he did draw a wind card off the kites, you know, if he has a Sky Pirate at all, it's pretty strong. But if not, I mean, there is a world where Kurt assembles a lethal turn here, which is probably why he's like sitting here thinking so hard about it. Because 4 pitch and play, this is into 3 cards in hand, but it's RNA and she plays a dude and gives everybody haste. So then you're down to 3 cards, so if you can pitch, play Freya. You've got Freya, Aranea, Cloud, and the Ding. Yeah, I guess it still doesn't get rid of the blockers. There's not a 2-drop that moves a blocker. Oh, it's also kind of troll that we don't have the FSTA Dragoon isn't in here. This guy. So we actually don't even have a good 2-drop to play off of Arnea. Ooh, that sucks. Because it's a Freya that we don't want to play. And another RNA that we can't play off of RNA. My man is playing all 3 RNAs. Interesting. Oh, RNA. Hit me with the that's actually a good idea by my glaive off, dude. Look, all we have are good ideas. The RNA won you a game in the Chicago LQ when they brought them back. Oh, you mean when they first brought LQs back? It was only, I mean, it was a couple sets later, but... She cheated out Hyo Opus 16. Holy dog. Okay, alright, I see you. I'm here for it. I mean, it makes it a lot easier to pay for his shit too, right? Because you would just pay. Imagine, I guess you got backup set up like this, right? Literally right here. This is that kind of situation, right? Where you like, you pitch the 3 cards from hand, play Aranea, get him out of the discard pile, and then you pay 1 and 3, right? I think it's 1 and 3, or is it 1 and 2 for him? I want to say it's 1 and 3, where he has one that makes him big and the other one that makes him deal double damage. He did the 2 damage you needed to win, dude. That's what I love to hear. It is 1 and 3. Look at that, dude. I passed the quiz. I would take Final Fantasy TCG card quizzes all day, dude. I need like a Wordle, but it's just like obscure FFTCG card trivia. I need it to be called like Crystal, like this, dude. Like CRYSTLE, like you know how everything's like a Wordle or Bandle or whatever, dude. That's what I need. I need Crystal like this. Somebody make that. It's all a Final Fantasy TCG card, random card facts. I have to guess right every day. What card is this? It has like it's literally like Similitude or like any of the ones where it's like it's got a bunch of hints you get as you lose like you lose guesses. Like nope, it was from this opus. Oh fuck. I guess I can't say the opus. It's got to be like it was from this year. That's like a couple sets. Printed in 2017. Earth card. Plays a card for free. Correct. It's Yang. I think my man is looking for a way out that doesn't exist here. Kurt says, if you have the Sky Pirate in your hand, I'm guaranteed toast. And Anthony's like, maybe. Time to make him have it, or hedge against it. I mean, you gotta play like he's got it, right? Or if you have no other way to win, you gotta play like he doesn't. Oh shit, he can play this Dragoon. Wait, can't he do this Dragoon? Snap this off and then play the 3-drop where he reveals Dragoons from his hand? Where'd that guy go? So we play this guy. And then we reveal 4 Dragoons. And then we break this. Because all he can do is damage reduction. He has a Jot in hand, so it's either a Sky Pirate or a Fina. We gotta play around one or the other, right? You play Dragoon, you go tap, you tap. Oh, he can just dull a guy too. So tap, crack, play this, reveal Dragoons from hand. Wait, play this, reveal the Dragoons from your hand. Then, and if you have to, crack this to add a Dragoon to your hand, right? Then you break this. Then you dull the other blocker. You have enough Dragoons in your hand, and the guy comes into play. It doesn't matter that you blow up all these backups. Then you pitch 3 cards from hand. You play Aranea. You play the shitty Freya. Who cares? And then they all have haste. You'll know before you do any of that if he has it or not, because you're going to play the Dragoon and crack the Balthier. And then maybe you've got all those guys and he can't get through that next turn. Like, let's see. He's asking straight up if you got it. If you just, how about just play the thing? How about just play the thing He's just like, he's like, if you have a Sky Pirate, I lose. And he's like, well, who knows, man? And then he's just like, he goes, like, just use it if you have it. I'm not being coy. Show me if you have it and you can have the win. I'm like, how about you just like play the thing that makes him use it? Oh, he does have the 3 CP Freya. He's going to play Kane and add a Freya to his hand. And then he's gonna Cherry Blossom for 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And then the Balthier won't die, and the the Ash won't die. Yeah. I think we had to play like he didn't have a Sky Pirate in his hand, and then we had to go for lethal. He's gonna protect this, and she gets protected. And now, I don't know, maybe not. He didn't have it, right? So we just untap. We now pass. Now he goes. We can technically rip off another Cherry Blossom if we have to. We could do it right now. Can't we crack this Dragoon and add a Freya to our hand, and then, oh, we're gonna do it. Yeah. And then pay again. Yeah, do another Cherry Blossom, and then actually wipe the board. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Maybe blow up all of our shit to go for lethal was not the line, but it turns out he didn't have a Sky Pirate, so we would have won. But we're gonna attack now with this Freya. She does have haste. Not a lot of EXs that you could potentially hit in the deck, although there is the Vaughn that will find you more Sky Pirates off the top few cards, and then there's also Kusith. I could add any of these guys back to hand. But no, we full reset them. So we hit the double Cherry Blossom here with Freya. The first one is a 10k, the second one an 8k. No reductions are going to be able to stop that 18k to all forwards. And so we actually survive here, are able to stabilize. There's not any haste that you're going to have to deal with from Anthony, but he is going to go as wide as he can this turn to try to not die. So we're going to play the Bosch. We move through combat, we add this Vaughn to our hand. We're going to play the Vaughn. Also, Anthony only has 3 cards left in his deck, man. Like, literally, we just looked at the last few cards in our deck and found this Pinello. There's nothing left. Our deck is 2 Kusiths. Well, so, if we can't win, like, right now, dog, we're gonna play the Pinello and untap our backups. Oh, they both trigger each other, so they activate 4. Okay, cool. I was like, how did you activate everything? But the Vaughn and the Pinello. Now, Kurt, yeah, surprised we didn't crack Larsa to save the Asher Balthier. Yeah, get the Ash back to our hand, right? Would have been huge. Especially here. He can crack Alice to just scoot Bosch. And then attack with the 2 8s and the Freya, right? And just, I mean, activate characters, get a guy back. There's nothing here, man. All we have to do is 1 point of damage and we win, because he'll deck out. Oh, we have another Cherry Blossom. We're going to Cherry Blossom for 8k. Attack with the Freya. If he takes it, he loses. Yeah, so good game. In Cloud. Actually, he loses anyway. He's gonna kill him. He's gonna hit him to 7 this turn. Man, what a game. Dragoons going to finals here. Let's see, dude. Do we have, And Chris, I think you're right. Although, to be fair, the karma got him there because he shouldn't have played that Ash for so cheap at the beginning of the match. Kurt was just getting what he was owed, bro. But yeah, he definitely, I think that last turn, you snap off the Larsa to save the Ash, or to put the Ash or Baltier back in your hand for sure, for sure. Probably just the Ash even, to be able to mitigate the next Cherry Blossom, like, and then the line you wound up having with the Vaughn and the Pinello, like, you would actually have so many active characters to be able to reduce damage, and then really, I mean, the problem is you gotta win, right? He had no cards left in his deck. My man was out of cards, but yeah. I think at that point it's all... He could have maybe had one last bigger turn, though. Like, if Kurt can't get through that turn, he does get to draw those 2 cards and have another turn, and then activate the Brave 2K on Bosch, and like, there's a world where he can still get there. Irving got his 7-4 over Xavier at table 3. Looks like Connor got his 7-1 over Brian at table 4. At table 1, Greg got his 7-0 over Richie. So it is going to be Wall 7 versus Dragoon. Let me go ahead and post for the lads here. Kurt and when you are ready, tie break. And table 5 DJ got a 7-2 over Tenant. So this is actually everybody wrapped up. So we are going to our tiebreaker, Kurt versus Greg here this week. I forgot about Larsa. I'm playing Donkey Kong Bonanza in between turns. Dog, that game is so fun. In like a very simple way, it's just so fun. I just get fucking caught up punching holes through the world, man. I don't need anything under the dirt. I don't even have anywhere I'm going. I'm just punching away. Forgot about Larsa. Well, see, that's the thing. You got Chris in chat who's, oh, there you go. He said it before I said it. I was like, he's forgotten more Larsas than he'll ever have a chance to remember at this point. So now he's on top of it. He's on top of it. It's like he already just does so much. It's crazy that he has more text. He doesn't do that much. He just is it's like part of the so much that he does is being another card that Fran can play that doesn't have name clash, that finds like the right guys. But I mean, hey, we're in the market for that. Will you examine me, Von Duke, you rude POS? Alright guys, we're live here with the finals tonight. The finals is going to be Kurt versus Greg. Kurt is playing Dragoons and Greg is playing Warrior of Light 7 CP. Wall 7 Gaming, that's right, just for you. Oh my god, dude, dude, then there will be glaives. There actually may be glaives in the finals. Axe turning to White Tiger Lucinimus, guys. It's a rough go. We're having a bad time. Guys, we're having a really bad time over here for Wall 7. When your deck is built around a card, you sure need that card, huh? I guess this is like, I mean, we get to attack with White Tiger every turn and freeze a character. But Kurt is setting up at fucking light speed over here, dude. Like, yeah, why not? Why not just kill the White Tiger Lucinimus? Let's kill this guy. Let's kill him with hammers. I guess that's only an 8k to the dome. We're going right to main too. We're just gonna say fuck it, dude. Freeze one of these bags. Watch me blow up all your guys next turn. Are goons really that scary right now? I'll tell you what, brother. Here's what's scary. They printed another playable Freya. I mean, they've been not basically, this card has not been able to have a good lightning card since Opus 3 because of how good the Opus 3 Freya is, right? They've always made it something weird. They made it the water lightning card, or the water. You always had to play another element with it or only use it for the S. But now there's a second Freya that you want to play in the deck to use just for S fodder, but it's also a crazy good card by itself, and it also has S. So this is a perfect card to synergize with what the Freya from Opus 3 always wanted. And Freya from Opus 3 has been a strong enough card to have, and I'm pretty sure this is true, someone can fact check me, but I'm pretty sure that Opus 3 Freya has earned at least one player a Nationals invite almost, if not every year. Pretty sure Shane punched his ticket with it last year, if not the last 2 years. And it certainly got 2 players into top 16, and everybody in top 16 walked away with a Nats qual. So I don't know if both of those guys were qualified already or not, but it would have put them in a position where they would have earned it either way. So it's good. Plus, so other things about Dragoons that make it strong is Limit Break is a really good addition to a deck that wants to fill its deck with only guys that have one job for the sake of thick cards like Alice, because you get new effects like Cloud. You get like just these universally powerful lightning Limit Break effects. However, they don't dilute the potency of your engine and your Dragoon effect cards. Plus, they added a really good Dragoon Limit Break card, Kane, last set, who didn't even see any play last set because there was no reason, you know, like they really did need this Freya and this new backup that they got here, but the Freya most important of all. But the Kane is also really good. He's just been waiting for Dragoons to come back. And one of the things, ironically enough, as much as Dragoons, as Kane is like the Final Fantasy Dragoon, Kane sucks. Like every copy of Kane is like kind of okay at best. Like even the best Kanes of all time were like kind of mid. Like the one that broke Rampare was the best one, and even that was like, you know, like it was good for a minute, but none of them ever really worked in this deck. Like none of them were ever happy and at home in Dragoons. But then they made this Limit Break Kane. And oh, he's perfect for Dragoons, because not only does he get cheaper if you've got Dragoons, and he doesn't have name clash because all the other Canes are ass, but he also puts one back in your hand from the discard pile, and wouldn't you know it, the deck is all about spamming the best Dragoon and putting extra copies of her in your hand. So here, look at this, Opus 3 Freya, wiping a board, no sweat, because the more playable backup Dragoons they make, and now we actually have so many playable backup Dragoons, you have to pick some not to play. Right, but you can absolutely play just backups of Dragoons and turn these cards into powerhouses that only they demand an instant speed answer because they come down and they have everything they need to be successful, and then they're immediately throwing it in your face. So it's just really a powerful way to present threats, right? Now the problem is the forward quality for everything that's not Freya is really bad. Like, it's like really bad. Here, like, we're playing a 3K. It's gonna put a card back in our hand. Sure, like a free forward is kind of fine, but like these things die to a stiff breeze. Like even the Freya is so easy to kill. So it's really all about building around those one-sided board wipes and those sweep and the haste turns. You know, they do have a lot of things that give them all like haste, like the Barber. Yeah, I don't know. How scared are they? How scary are they? Freya is a very scary card. The rest of it's not that scary. In fact, it's maybe just not scary at all, besides Freya. But Freya is kind of scary. So, I think one-sided board wipes are always scary. Howdy, returners. Brother, RBX Sire, good morning. Good morning from the other side of the sphere. How are you today? One of the NC guys that was on Dragoons had not qualified, but the other, you believe, also qualified on Dragoons earlier. Oh, word, yeah. I think Creon was already qualified, but if he already qualified on Dragoons too, that's sick. Oh, also, I would like to apologize to Justin Jacoby. Earlier, I said that everybody in top 16 walked away with a national invite. That is not true. One person missed. RIP. Go crush him at that LQ, brother. Yeah, we had 5 unqualified players and, of course, 4 invites passed down. Now, but see, dude, this Freya is so annoying that Greg can't even just, like, play into it. He's got to do something about it. He can't just play a board into it, because it's just gonna burr. You know? Creon qualified on Yuna at a Virginia LQ. Okay, so I know I'm talking between worlds. I'm walking between 2 worlds right now. But Anthony is on YouTube saying that he thought he believed he also qualified on Goons earlier. So no, he qualified on Yuna earlier at a Virginia LQ, according to the old Moogle man in chat. Mike, good to see you, brother. His music is a jam, King. It's also good to see you, man. The senpai. Been a minute. Played locals last night with Fire Ice Icons. The one from the European Materia Cup, dude. That was a really sick looking list. Richie was playing it tonight. He just lost last round, but he went 2-1. He was one of our undefeateds last round in the running for the tiebreaker here. And yeah, new Freya is something, dude. It's good. She's just like all these. I say all the Freyas, but both of these Freyas are just really, really good cards, man. They got the right text on them, that's for sure. Plus the art on this card, damn, man, it's sick. Meanwhile, Vivi is getting banned in Magic the Gathering. Aren't they not even banning him yet? Didn't they basically just put out a thing that said, we understand that there are cards that seem like they need to be emergency banned, but we would rather be regular with our updates and actually address the problem. So we're just not banning these cards yet, but we'll let you know next time that our regular ban updates come out. I'm pretty sure it's like the writing is on the wall, but they even specifically said like, we are not addressing this problem until later. Yeah, exactly. So everybody's like, so this is a huge problem, but you're just gonna like, like we refuse to address it. Okay, well, then nobody's gonna play Magic for 2 months. Seemed to be the way that everybody was reacting online. All right, Gilgamesh is here and he's online. And one thing Dragoons does not have, ways to activate their guys, man. You got an active phase and, well, that's about it. So we're going to be freezing down some of the threats here. We're actually leaving the Freya out, I have to imagine, because we intend to kill her. We pitch the 2 cards from our hand and play Victoria and kill the Freya or something. Well, she's a 7k now, but that's still, she can still die. Gilgamesh's next attack will freeze the Ricard, leaving both of the backups up that could play a dude from our discard pile, but freezing the ones that let us get any guy back. It's actually crazy, all 5 of our backups have action here. Still waiting for a busted Vivi for FFTCG though. Brother, Vivi, Opus 3 Legend Vivi was fucking wild, man. He was really good. So was the starter deck Vivi. Both of those saw a lot of competitive play. Gilgamesh. I mean, I know that that's telling you something that happened 8 years ago doesn't really fucking do anything for you now. Like, what have you done for me lately? You know what I'm saying? But to be fair, Vivi did have his time as a competitive staple. Maybe he wasn't busted, I guess. Oh, this is a big boy. There he is. Big Warrior Light, 7 CP coming down. We were able to clear the board with another one of those, you know, we used Freya's special, doggone it, didn't we? We wiped the board, however. We're going to try again here. We're going to get to the Clive and the Axstar. Clive will be able to remove a card from a discard pile to draw us a card, which has the potential of giving us... oh, this is very interesting. We'll talk about Shulk in a second. But Clive has the potential of priming right away here. Oh no, it's going to cost you 5, yeah, so we won't be able to add... Oh yeah, we can. If we play Clive and the security officer, we play Clive, we play this guy, we draw a card, we remove a card from his discard pile, we turn it to Ifrit, we blast the Freya, and then we attack and blast Yarnea. However, if we believe that the card... oh no, he's got, yeah, 2 cards in his hand. If our boy has fucking, what you call it? If he's got a lightning card and a Freya in his hand, which, you know, the chances are high enough, my man can just respond to Clive's enter ability with another Cherry Blossom, and of course that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14k. We are opting to go for the Clive security officer line to try to prime. So we'll see how this goes. Ah, that's so funny, dude. I always think of him every time. I just brought him up earlier, Andrew. I see him saying, everyone happy about Dragoons popping up everywhere. Meanwhile, we all have to deal with Shane over here. Yeah, dude. I had to play him. I remember when I played him at the Arizona LQ 2 years ago, and he was playing Dragoons, which again, at the time, like, nobody was playing Dragoons, and I remember sitting there having to figure out how the fuck I'm gonna beat this Dragoon guy in top 8. It was not, or maybe even top 4, the Dragoon match. It was not easy, bro. It was a really good game. But that guy is good at cards, knows his way around a card game, that's for sure. He actually got a second deck, like a second copy of his Dragoons deck. Top 8, played Chris Neal in top 4. No, I did not. I played Chris Neal in finals. What the hell are you talking about? What the hell are you talking about? You weren't even there. Brother, top 8 was Ron Magpantai. Top 4 was Shane. Chris Neal was finals, dog. Right? I'm pretty sure I played Ron, then Shane, then Chris. It was not. Not 2 years ago. Brother, you weren't playing. You gotta get in the time machine. It was 2023, King. I literally would have qualified for Nats if I had done the thing. Oh, we got going on about that. I didn't even watch the end of this game. Also, my auto scrolled off. He goes LOL. Oh, because it's a Freya, the next card. He just needed another one. Well, the problem is, you need a Freya every turn after this shit. You need a Freya every turn. Haste. Haste. Gilgamesh. Can't activate your dudes in mono lightning, man. No way around this. No way around this and Zeromus. The problem is the Gilgamesh's haste, you need to have the S ability in hand. Praying to God he did not have another Freya to use on my turn there. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, even looking at this is like, it's a very tight, like, fire, ice, lean. And so just taking advantage, I mean, even having White Tiger Lassie like that early, like, it's a rough start for you, but you can't do anything about getting your shit frozen. Another no Alice game, really low value for Dragoons. They need that free card, man. That he chose the draw above all else was the deciding moment. Oh, the draw here off of these guys? Well, that was the line, I think, that was better there, and then ends up hitting this. How can you, you know? You gotta go right into that line instead. Draw got the Gilgamesh. Well, I think draw was right either way, right? Because the line that we were talking about was you draw here, and then he gets Ifrit, and then Ifrit can kill both of these at least. But yeah, the Gilgamesh obviously better. He even saying here in chat, had the ice card in hand and was hoping for a Gilgamesh. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, brother. Well, congratulations to Greg taking it with a Warrior of Light 7. I think it's interesting. Now, Wall 7 has one... Is it the last 3 events here? Let's see. It sure has. But it's been different every time. Although, I guess this is Greg, and Greg got it the week before last. So this is probably... Greg, I guess, can speak to how different this is from his version from 2 weeks ago. But Key's version last week was really different and heavy on like all the crystal stuff. I thought that was super cool too. I'm just a little bit addicted to Bart's, dude. He's a good card when you draw him. Some changes, same general game plan. Yeah, I think the nice thing about a deck like Warrior of Light 7 is you get to season to taste, bro. Very, very personalizable deck. Personal? You can personalize Wall 7 very easily. Very customizable deck, I guess is a better way to put it. Alright, dudes. Well, that's it for us. We are wrapping up. All done. Yeah, Kurt, loved seeing you in the tiebreaker there with Dragoons. Love seeing Dragoons, too. Very cool to see. And, dude, the Freya S's, I tell you, like, there's those turns just like you're praying he doesn't draw the ice for the Gilgamesh dog. He's praying you're not sitting there with yet another Freya and a purple card in your hand. Really, really interesting back and forth. Like the Freya sticking and just being able to keep wiping the board is so interesting. Love seeing the Dragoons deck doing well right now. I think this new Freya is just such a cool card. But yeah, congratulations to Greg for taking it this week with Wall 7. And we will be back next week, folks. Thanks for the great games. No problem, Brett. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you, YouTube folks. I see we're getting more and more of you guys every week. I'm glad that this is working out for you over there, and glad that we can make it a little bit more convenient for some people to catch the action. Of course, guys, on Twitch and such, you guys can always watch the VODs on Twitch like normal. But if you're interested, we now are dual streaming everything over to our YouTube channel, so you can find all of the episodes of the weekly over on the channel under the live section, and they should be there, you know, for posterity until the world comes crashing down. So please enjoy if you would like to go back and watch any of the action from this week or the previous weeks. Everything starting with 300 and on will be archived down there for you guys, so please take a look. That's it for us. Of course, as always, thank you. Special thanks to Julia over at the Phoenix Cave. If you want to get some cool Final Fantasy 6, 7, 5, some like Magicite stuff, some stickers, notebooks, little jewelry, little tchotchkes, pouches, pencil pouches, stuff like that. I love it. She's got a lot of awesome stuff over there. If you have ever gotten any of the little stickers that we send with our prizes or give out at our events, or see in the style that's on the screen here right now, that's her style. I love it. She's awesome. She's been supporting us with awesome stuff to give away to you guys for years now, and we let her know we were having our 300th event, and she gave us this awesome unique discount code. So feel free to hop over to her website. Phoenix Cave is the name of the site. The Phoenix Cave, etsy.com/the Phoenix Cave, or just look up the Phoenix Cave on Google. And you can put congrats 10 in for 10% off your next order. It's our unique code thanks to her over there. So thank you so much to the Phoenix Cave. And that's it for us, guys. We will see you next week. Until then, adios, ta-ta, toodles, bye-bye.